Welcome to Fact Quest, Ancient Egypt. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of ancient Egypt. Get ready to uncover 10 mind-blowing facts about one of history's most intriguing civilizations. From the towering pyramids to the enigmatic hieroglyphs, ancient Egypt has captivated our imaginations for centuries. Join me as we journey back in time to explore the wonders and mysteries of this ancient civilization. Let the quest begin. Let's kick things off with the most iconic symbol of ancient Egypt, the Great Pyramid of Giza. For over 3,800 years, this colossal structure held the title of the tallest man-made structure on Earth. Constructed around 2560 BC during the 4th dynasty, the Great Pyramid is almost 5,000 years old. It was a meticulously planned and executed masterpiece of engineering. The precision with which those massive limestone blocks were cut, transported, and assembled is astonishing. The Great Pyramid wasn't just a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu. It was also a complex network of chambers, passages, and shafts. It's like a giant puzzle that archaeologists and historians are still trying to piece together. So the next time you see a picture of the Great Pyramid of Giza, remember that you're looking at a symbol of human ingenuity and a window into a time long past. Now, let's talk about the construction of this ancient marvel. Standing at 481 feet tall, the Great Pyramid is about as tall as a 40-story skyscraper. The ancient Egyptians used copper chisels and hammers to quarry massive limestone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 to 15 tons. These massive blocks were transported from quarries miles away, using wooden sleds and rollers. Once the blocks arrived at the construction site, they were carefully lifted and placed using ramps, levers, and rollers. The precision with which they fit these massive stones together without the use of mortar is a testament to their advanced knowledge of geometry and engineering. The construction of the Great Pyramid was a monumental undertaking that spanned decades and required the labor of tens of thousands of skilled workers. Now let's switch gears and talk about hieroglyphs, the ancient Egyptian writing system. Hieroglyphs were more than just pretty pictures. They were a complex and sophisticated form of communication. With over 700 unique symbols, hieroglyphs could represent individual sounds, syllables, entire words, or even abstract concepts. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1799 provided the key to deciphering hieroglyphs. The Rosetta Stone, a large stone slab inscribed with the same text in 3 different scripts, hieroglyphs, Demotic script, and ancient Greek, became the key to unlocking the mysteries of hieroglyphs. By comparing the 3 versions of the text, scholars were able to decipher the hieroglyphic symbols and gain a deeper understanding of ancient Egyptian language and culture. Thanks to the Rosetta Stone and the tireless work of countless scholars, we can now read and understand the inscriptions on tombs, temples, and papyri. Fact number 3. The Egyptians had elaborate afterlife beliefs. For the ancient Egyptians, the afterlife was not a matter of if, but when. They believed that when a person died, their soul or ka would embark on a perilous journey through the underworld. The ultimate goal was to reach the Hall of Two Truths, where the heart of the deceased would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was deemed pure, the deceased would be granted eternal life in the field of reeds, a paradise. To prepare for this journey, the ancient Egyptians developed elaborate burial rituals and practices, including mummification. These tombs offer us a glimpse into the ancient Egyptians' beliefs about death and the afterlife. Fact number 4, Egyptian gods and goddesses. The ancient Egyptians had a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with their own unique personality, powers, and domains. From the sun god Ra to Osiris, the god of the underworld and rebirth, these deities played an integral role in Egyptian mythology and cosmology. The Egyptians believed that these gods and goddesses influenced every aspect of their lives. They built magnificent temples and offered sacrifices to honor these deities. One of the most intriguing aspects of Egyptian mythology is the fluidity of their gods and goddesses. These deities often merged with one another, forming composite beings with combined powers and attributes. The stories of these gods and goddesses provide us with a glimpse into the ancient Egyptians' worldview. Fact number 5. The Egyptians were pioneers of medicine. The ancient Egyptians developed a sophisticated system of medicine that relied on a combination of observation, practical experience, and spiritual beliefs. They viewed illness as a disruption of the body's natural balance, often attributed to supernatural forces or the influence of the gods. To restore this balance, Egyptian physicians developed a variety of treatments ranging from herbal remedies and magical spells to surgery and bone setting. These practices, documented in medical papyri, reveal a deep understanding of anatomy, physiology, and the healing properties of plants. Egyptian physicians were highly respected members of society, often consulted by royalty and commoners alike. Their contributions to the field of medicine laid the groundwork for future medical advancements. Fact number 6. The Great Nile River. The Nile was more than just a river. It was the source of life itself. Flowing for over 4,000 miles, the Nile is the longest river in the world. The Egyptians relied on the annual flooding of the Nile to irrigate their crops, providing them with abundant harvests. The Nile was also a vital transportation artery, connecting the various regions of Egypt and facilitating trade and communication. The ancient Egyptians developed a deep reverence for the Nile, personifying it as the god Hapi. They celebrated the Nile's annual flood with festivals and offerings. The Nile River was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, shaping its culture, religion, and destiny. Fact number 7. Cleopatra VII was not Egyptian, but of Macedonian Greek descent. Cleopatra VII was not your average ruler, she was a force to be reckoned with. Born in 69 BC, Cleopatra VII inherited a kingdom in decline. Despite these challenges, she managed to maintain her grip on power and expand her kingdom's influence. Cleopatra was not afraid to use her intellect, charm, and even her feminine wiles to achieve her political goals. Her love affair with Julius Caesar ended with Caesar's assassination in 44 BC. She later allied herself with Mark Antony, but their relationship ultimately led to their downfall. Cleopatra VII's reign may have been short-lived, but her legacy continues to fascinate us today. Fact 8. The mummification burial process. For the ancient Egyptians, mummification was not just a burial practice, it was a sacred art. They developed elaborate mummification techniques to prevent the body from decomposing and to ensure its preservation for eternity. The process began with the removal of the internal organs, which were preserved separately in canopic jars. The body was then dried using a natural salt called natron. Once the body was completely desiccated, it was washed, anointed with oils and resins, and wrapped in layers of linen bandages. The mummified body was then placed in a sarcophagus, often adorned with intricate carvings and paintings. The mummies we unearth today offer us a glimpse into the ancient Egyptians' beliefs about death and the afterlife. Fact 9. The Rosetta Stone contains the same text in 3 scripts: Greek, Demotic, and Hieroglyphic. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1799 revolutionized our understanding of ancient Egypt. The Rosetta Stone contained the same text inscribed in 3 different scripts: Hieroglyphs, Demotic script, and Ancient Greek. The presence of the Greek text provided the key to deciphering the other 2 scripts. After years of painstaking work, the French scholar Jean-François Champollion finally made a breakthrough in 1822. Champollion realized that hieroglyphs were a complex system of phonetic symbols representing sounds. The decipherment of the Rosetta Stone was a watershed moment in Egyptology. It was as if the ancient Egyptians were speaking to us directly, sharing their stories, beliefs, and knowledge after centuries of silence. Closing out with fact number 10. The Egyptians enjoyed a rich cultural life. They often celebrated with music, dance, and feasts. The ancient Egyptians were not all work and no play. They knew how to celebrate life, honor their gods, and enjoy their leisure time. The ancient Egyptians were a festive people, celebrating religious holidays, seasonal cycles, and even the pharaoh's birthday with elaborate ceremonies, processions, and feasts. Music and dance played a central role in Egyptian culture, accompanying religious rituals, banquets, and even work. The ancient Egyptians were also master storytellers, their tales passed down through generations. They were also avid board game enthusiasts, with games like Senet and Mayhem providing entertainment and social interaction. The ancient Egyptians, despite their focus on the afterlife, knew how to live life to the fullest. Thanks for watching Fact Quest. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing facts about ancient Egypt, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more curious adventures and content. From the towering pyramids to the intricate hieroglyphs, ancient Egypt continues to fascinate and inspire us with its rich history, culture, and enduring legacy. Join us next time as we continue our quest for knowledge.